Chapter 12. Food for Plants and Animals. We will learn food for plants, insectivorous plants, food for animal, food chain. Growth is one of the characteristics of living beings. All living beings need food to grow. Human beings depend on plants and other animals to satisfy their food requirements. In the same way, animals are dependent on plants and other animals for their food. Plants are also living beings and need food to grow. But how do they get their food? The way of taking food of plants is totally different from other animals and human beings. Plants are the only living beings that can make their own food. So, they are called the producers. Food for plants. Plants can make their food, so they are called autotrophs. The process by which the plants make their food is called photosynthesis. Plants make their food using sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide. The small pores of the leaves absorb energy from sunlight. In the presence of sunlight, the absorbed energy joins carbon dioxide and water to form sugar glucose. This is the food for the plant. It is during this process the plants release oxygen, which is a waste product for them. The process of photosynthesis can be written as carbon dioxide plus water, sunlight, chlorophyll, glucose plus oxygen. Plants also absorb water and minerals from the soil through its roots. This is the reason that the farmers add manure and fertilizers to the soil. Insectivorous plants. Are you surprised to know that some plants also eat insects and other small animals? Of course, there are a few plants which do so. Such plants are called insectivorous or carnivorous plants. The two examples of insectivorous plants are pitcher plant and Venus flytrap. Such plants grow in the soil which lacks in essential nutrients. These plants have leaves which work as traps. They attract the insects with their smell or bright colors. Knowledge window. Non-green plants cannot prepare their own food. They get their food from dead and decaying matter. Mushroom, molds are non-green plants. Pitcher plant is shaped like a rolled-up leaf forming a tube. Inside the tube are little hairs that points towards the bottom of the inside of the tube. The insect that gets into the tube cannot make their way back out. On the other hand, Venus flytrap looks like a flower with mouths at the end that look like they have teeth all the way around them. When any animal lands on the leaf, the lobes close quickly and the animal or insect get trapped. After an insect is caught, it is digested. The captured animals are a good source of nitrogen for these plants. Knowledge window. Carnivorous plants are either active, that is, they move to catch their prey like Venus flytrap, or passive, that is, instead of moving, they secrete a sticky liquid that traps insects like pitcher plant. Food for animals. If you observe carefully, you will find that different animals have different feeding habits. On the basis of food the animals eat, we can classify animals into 5 types. Herbivores. Herbivores are those animals which eat only plants or plant products. Some examples of herbivores are camel, buffalo, goat, sheep, etc. These animals have broad and strong teeth to chew their food. Carnivores. Carnivores kill other animals and eat their flesh. Some examples of carnivores are lion, fox, kite, etc. Omnivores. Omnivores eat both plant and flesh of other animals. Examples of such animals are dog, monkey, bear, etc. Scavengers. Scavengers eat the flesh of dead animals. Examples of such animals are hyenas, vultures, etc. Parasites. Parasites depend on other living animals for food. They live on or within the body of other animals. Mosquitoes, leeches, hookworms, roundworms are some parasites. Knowledge window. An average human body alone is known to host over 1 million parasites. Food chain. All animals, whether herbivores or carnivores, depend directly or indirectly on plants for food. Organisms which feed on plants often get eaten by other organisms and so on. For example, grain is eaten by rats, which in turn is taken by the snake, and snake is consumed by the hawk, which is then eaten by the fox. This is said to form a food chain. Food chains follows a single path as animals eat each other. A network of many food chains is called a food web. Look at an example of each. Quick review. Growth is one of the characteristics of living beings, and to grow they need food. The process by which the plants make their food is called photosynthesis. The two examples of insectivorous plants are pitcher plant and Venus flytrap. Venus flytrap looks like a flower with mouths at the end that look like they have teeth all the way around them. The captured animals are a good source of nitrogen for insectivorous plants. The animals that eat flesh of other animals are called carnivores, and the animals that eat both plants as well as flesh of other animals are called omnivores. All animals, whether herbivores or carnivores, depend directly or indirectly on plants for food.